South Africa's political landscape has once again been thrown into turbulence after Deputy President Paul Mashatile reportedly made a series of explosive revelations that touched on some of the most sensitive issues currently gripping the nation. From allegations of widespread corruption linked to the South African Lotto to warnings of deep political battles within the ruling ANC, Mashatile's words have sent shockwaves across the country and opened up a new front in South Africa's already unstable political terrain. According to those close to the Deputy President, Mashatile did not mince words when speaking about the multiple crises confronting South Africa's democracy. In his remarks, he painted a troubling picture, one where political elites are engaged in constant power struggles, where his own personal security is under threat, and where billions of rands meant for ordinary South Africans through the national lottery system have allegedly been siphoned away into the pockets of connected individuals. The South African Lotto, once celebrated as a vehicle for funding social development and uplifting disadvantaged communities, has become the latest institution tainted by allegations of grand corruption. Mashatile reportedly revealed that instead of funding charities, educational programs, and grassroots development, lottery funds have been misdirected into dubious projects or simply looted outright. The revelations suggest that powerful figures within government and business circles may be involved, pointing to an entrenched network of patronage and criminality. If confirmed, this could become one of the biggest corruption scandals of the post-apartheid era. But Mashatile's revelations were not limited to corruption alone. He also touched on the political battles raging within the ANC, highlighting that factionalism is not only tearing the ruling party apart but also paralyzing governance at a national level. According to him, critical state institutions have been turned into battlegrounds for personal and political gain. Instead of delivering services to the people, leaders are fighting one another in boardrooms, parliaments, and courts, leaving ordinary South Africans to suffer under failing infrastructure, unemployment, and inequality. Even more alarming were Mashatile's references to his personal security concerns. He confirmed that intelligence reports have revealed potential threats to his life, raising questions about who might be behind such plots. Analysts have linked these threats to his growing political influence, as factions within the ANC and beyond see him as both a threat and a target. If accurate, these claims suggest that political violence, long associated with local government disputes, may now be creeping dangerously close to the highest levels of national leadership. These revelations come at a particularly fragile moment for South Africa. Public trust in state institutions is already at an all-time low following years of the state capture, rolling blackouts, and deepening economic challenges. The Lotto scandal, in particular, strikes a nerve with ordinary citizens who buy tickets in the hope of winning, believing that their contributions also support communities in need. To learn that those funds may have been shamelessly looted adds another layer of betrayal. For President Cyril Ramaphosa, Mashatile's disclosures create yet another crisis to manage. Ramaphosa has promised renewal and reform, but critics argue that under his watch corruption has not only persisted but become even more normalized. Mashatile's words may also signal a brewing confrontation between the president's office and the deputy president, a rift that could destabilize the ANC ahead of crucial upcoming elections. Political commentators warn that these revelations could either serve as a turning point, sparking genuine investigations and accountability, or be buried under the weight of factional maneuvering. Much will depend on whether law enforcement agencies have the independence and courage to follow the money trail within the Lotto scandal and whether Mashatile himself is willing to withstand the inevitable backlash from powerful enemies. For now, South Africans are left with more questions than answers. Who exactly benefited from the alleged Lotto corruption? How deep do the networks of patronage and criminality go? And perhaps most importantly, will Mashatile's revelations lead to real change, or will they become just another chapter in the endless saga of political scandals that have come to define South Africa's fragile democracy? One thing is certain, the Deputy President's words have raised the stakes in South Africa's ongoing political drama. Whether they mark the beginning of a reckoning or simply another storm in the nation's turbulent politics remains to be seen.